5th place. The Goat Man from Maryland. According to legend, Prince George's County, Maryland, is home to a bloodthirsty monster known as the Goat Man. For more than half a century, this monster has been forcing people to bypass the local forests. Legend has it that the monster used to be an ordinary farmer who kept a herd of goats. One day the farmer's wife became seriously ill. The man worked all day long to help his beloved. However, a group of local teenagers poisoned all his goats for a joke. The family was left without money and soon the farmer's wife died. The man was distraught with grief, ran away into the forest, where a terrible transformation happened to him. Since then, he has been roaming the surrounding forests and killing everyone in his path. But there is another version. Allegedly, a group of scientists in the 50s conducted illegal experiments on animals in Prince George's. So a hybrid of a man and a goat was created. However, everything did not go according to plan. The monster broke out of the cage, killed several scientists and escaped from the agricultural center to the forests where it still lives. Believe it or not, but at the end of the 10th, black bodies were really happening in the area. In the 8th year, the corpse of a German shepherd was found in the forest. The animal was torn to pieces, but its meat was not eaten. And 3 years later, the corpses of 2 students were found near the city of Bowie. A guy and a girl drove into the forest at night, and in the morning a random hunter found a car with broken windows and a lot of deep scratches on the body. There were 2 disfigured corpses in the back seat. This case remains unsolved to this day. In the 2011 year, the world saw the horror film Deadly Detour, which was inspired by the dark legend of the Monster of Maryland. 4th place, Mary Shaw. In 1941, a ventriloquist named Mary Shaw performed with her Billy doll at the theater of the American city of Ravens Fire. One day a little boy, who was among the audience, called Mary a liar. He noticed how the woman's lips moved when the doll was talking according to the idea of the performance. A few weeks passed and the boy disappeared without a trace. A ventriloquist was accused of his murder. Soon she was found dead in her own dressing room. According to legend, the relatives of the missing boy broke into Mary Shaw's dressing room and staged a brutal lynching. They tore out the woman's tongue, after which she soon died. Together with the mayor's office, according to her wish, all her dolls were buried, only 101 pieces. After the funeral, brutal murders began in the town. The victims were those people who had harmed the ventriloquist. Before they died, each of them had their tongue torn out. 3rd place. Mary Dan's Polar Dog. Mary Dan's black dog from Connecticut is a small black dog that never leaves footprints and makes no sounds. Legend has it that those who saw the dog 3 times inevitably die. He always appears silently and then suddenly disappears, leaving no traces even in the snow. At the beginning of the last century, a geologist named Pynchon explored Mount Meriden called Western Peak. He caught a glimpse of a black dog in the thicket. A second later, the dog disappeared. A few years later, Pynchon again visited the same mountain with his friend. A friend told him that he had also seen the mysterious dog, and twice already. The friends climbed to the top of the mountain, where a motionless black dog was waiting for them. The geologist had to turn away only for a second, when he heard a chilling cry. His friend suddenly fell and crashed on the rocks. The mysterious dog has disappeared. In Mary Danny, Pynchon learned the legend about the black dog from local residents, but did not believe in it. Several years have passed, the geologist decided to visit that very mountain. He left his apartment at dawn and never came back. His dead body was later found at the bottom of a ravine. The 2nd place is the Ghost Girl from Studley Road. In the state of Virginia, there is a winding road called Stately Road in the town of Mechanicsville. A long time ago, there was a small poor house on the side of the road, in which a girl lived with her mother and an alcoholic father. One night, in a drunken frenzy, a man killed his wife, brutally beat his daughter, breaking her jaw, and then shot himself. A girl with a broken jaw hanging from her face went down the street for help, but on the way she bled to death. Since then, at night in those places, drivers often see the ghost of a wounded girl wandering along the side of the road. Those who ventured to stop regret their decision until the end of their days. The ghost slowly turns its creepy mutilated face to the person and emits a chilling unearthly scream, from which the unfortunate often go crazy. The first place is Slender Man. Slender Man, he's a slender man. A tall, thin man dressed in a black suit with a white shirt and tie. He is tall, has disproportionately long and thin limbs, and his face is devoid of features. Slender Man's arms can stretch, tentacles grow from the monster's back. As soon as Slender Man appears, his victims lose their memory, they are overcome by paranoia, cough suffocates, and blood flows from the nose without ceasing. Americans believe that if a slender man was seen on the ground, it means that children will soon begin to disappear. A slender man lures them into the forest and takes them away forever. In the 83rd year, 14 children disappeared in Sterling City in the USA. Their disappearance and wrote to Slender Man. Soon a picture was found in the local library and taken by an unknown photographer. It is claimed that a monster was depicted on it. And in the 2014 year, 2 girls tried to kill their friend. They explained this by saying that they were ordered by Slender Man. Both were placed in a psychiatric hospital, where they are still. Whether the mysterious Slender Man actually exists is still unclear, but this creepy humanoid monster has already taken its place in popular culture and people's minds.